blacked out like a phantom.
Episode 24.
Your mum is
Dead, and that's why we're doing
And
Body
that's
Slams
why we're
to
doing this
Cancer.
episode, yeah.
Great start. Well,
because I play this bingo game on my phone, and anything that ends in 4, I just say, your mum's a whore afterwards. I don't know why. I was just in the habit of it, so I went for it then. Realised the entire reason we're doing this is because your mum's dead. So that don't matter.
Anyway.
My nan's dead.
So, no guest this week because we're just going to talk about the show we've just done, the 2 shows we're doing, and why we're doing the one of them.
Huzzah.
So,
Wait,
this
that's gimmick
week...
infringement.
Fuck it. This week, gone, so a week ago,
Yes.
we did King of the Cage for the first time in Lincoln, and the
Huzzah.
rules changed a little bit.
They always do every year.
No, they don't.
So,
They don't change. It's just they got changed this year, and it is what it is. I'm not going into that one.
do you want to get involved in
Shut
this or
up.
not, you silly twat?
I don't know if you can hear her on the mic, but she's gobbing from back there
It's
in the
for
office.
the cameras.
FFW Pro Wrestling and Fitness Centre is the training school for Fight Factory Wrestling UK, based just off Doddington Road near the Birchwood in Lincoln. We offer wrestling training for both adults and children ages 8 years and upwards. We also offer personal training in one-to-one and group sessions, run by a husband and wife team consisting of a level 3 personal trainer and wrestling coach and registered nurse. FFW has been helping people on their fitness journey and producing professional wrestlers since 2013. We focus on your holistic well-being and care with bespoke classes and personal training sessions to suit all. More details of this can be found on our website, fightfactorywrestling.com, or you can send us an email at linkswrestling@gmail.com to get more details.
So, match-wise and crowd-wise, let's start with the crowd.
Very good.
Holy shit.
Really up for it.
Like, incredible noise.
And there was a very diverse crowd as well.
Yeah, so we had pilots from
Canadian actors.
pretty much most of them Canadian.
Was there some German?
I think there was a German, and I can't remember what the other one was. But it was amazing atmosphere.
There was a guy dressed up as Hulk Hogan. Was he one of the pilots?
Yeah, and there was one of the kids dressed as Undertaker as well.
Yeah.
So
We had some dress
some
up.
fancy dress, which was pretty cool.
Was it one of the pilots that was dressed up as Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He really tried committing to the voice and everything.
Yeah. It was rowdy. It was loud. It wasn't
rowdy. It was Hulk Hogan.
It was. All the seats were sold out, so we're having to draft in extra seats for Body Slams to Cancer.
Yeah.
And this will be capacity rather than seats, and we're already at the time of recording nearly 50% of tickets have sold.
We've
And the posters haven't even gone out.
Yeah,
No.
I was literally going to say that we haven't even put posters out. And posters?
Posters only arrived today. We're recording Thursday.
Yeah.
So
2nd of October.
yeah, so the posters going out will undoubtedly sell out the venue, I think.
What was the goal you set for this year?
£5,000.
You reckon you nail it?
I don't know if we'll nail it. I'd love to say yes, but I don't know. I've set the target before and it's not happened.
Yeah.
But we've got more raffle prizes coming.
Hooray.
So Lincoln City have said they're going to do something for us. I'm not going to say what it is until we've got it in our hands, just because we were given two or three options.
Yeah.
We've got some prizes from donuts. Your mum and I had a quick walk into town to go prize hunting today, so we got some donuts. We got...
He's not saying that weirdly. It's the actual company donuts.
Yes, yeah.
He's not being dyslexic.
We got a prize from the Lincoln Bagel
the
little cafe restaurant.
and that turns into the smokehouse.
Yes, yeah.
I've always wanted to go there.
What, to the bagels?
Yeah, to both actually.
Bagels are great there.
Are they?
Yeah. I'm looking over there like the camera can see. The youngest is there. You've been, haven't you, with
the
us?
photographer woman.
Yeah.
Didn't invite me though, did you?
Yeah,
Pricks.
you're always busy when we're doing stuff. So, but they were
make
really
plans
good,
on
and they're
Friday.
big as well. Like they're full, really, really good. So they've given a prize. Quite a few places said they're going to get back to us. We hear that every year, so whether they will or not's up for debate.
Wow,
but
I'm up for it
do you know what really pisses me off when we go hunting for raffle prizes?
You know what really grinds my gears? I
No,
can't
it doesn't
go
grind my
deep.
gears. It really fucks me off. Is when you ask for a manager and a manager says, "Oh yeah, I'm the manager," and then you go, "Okay, this is what we're doing. Is there anything you can do?" Especially restaurants or coffee shops or cafes or anything like that. When they say, "I need to speak to my manager," well, you're a manager.
Yeah, my
You can make a
boss.
fucking decision for yourself. That's why you're a manager, surely. And if it's a cafe or a restaurant or something there's a okay, I get small businesses have budgets. I totally understand that. But like your bigger takeaways and fast food joints, why can't that manager make a decision? Why can't they write off that a customer had an unhappy experience and give 4 meal vouchers? Because they do that willy-nilly anyway.
Yeah.
So they could literally just do it. It's not impossible. I'll speak to my boss. No, fuck
I
off.
think
Make
I
a
got-
decision.
I got 3 free meals, somewhat, didn't I?
Uh,
At some point. And that wasn't even
no,
me
no,
being
no,
unhappy
so-
with it. That was Mum flooding because they put ice in my drink.
yeah.
And that wasn't anything to do
I
with
was going
me.
to say,
I was
I
perfectly
was
fine
going to say
with
about
it,
winning that. No, that was because your mum made a complaint at a McDonald's.
but because of Summit. I
yeah.
was perfectly fine with it. I was just like, oh, all right, Mum.
Yeah, but again, they have the ability to do it. So anyway,
Why don't you just do it when you ask nicely?
yeah, it's for a good cause. So so anyway, we've got prizes. There's more coming in, and if you know anybody who can donate a prize, if you have the ability to give or donate a prize or a service, please hit us up.
There's so many mannequins everywhere. I know it's really not relevant, but there are so many mannequins everywhere.
Okay. That's fine. I don't need exact numbers because it'll change by the time this goes out. So I've got Madison again showing us little numbers over there.
Try to be producer over there. You're not that important, dickhead.
So
And then it's the Christmas show after that doesn't have a name yet.
I still think we should call it I Saw Mummy Fisting Santa Claus. It's not a sexual thing. You lot take it as sexual. It's Mummy punching Santa in the face. She's not shouting now.
You fucking what?
So
But that doesn't. Right, so Stu's there. He's coming out in his suit and his fucking awesome Jordans, the cheeky cunt. Yeah, I want him. Right? He's walking out announcing the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. Oh. But you can't put that on the high street.
yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Of course you can.
No, you can't. Who's on the poster for that then?
The other one I like
Who
is...
is on the poster for that then?
Wait a minute, let me carry on. I pitched a couple of them, but the one that I really like is you've heard of Elf on a Shelf, but have you heard of? And there is, if this one gets the go-ahead, there is an answer to it, but we're not going to tell you.
Why not?
Because we're not.
Why not?
We're not going to tell the public. I might tell you off. Even if it gets green lit, then I'll tell you. But if it doesn't get green lit, there's no point.
I still want to know.
Yeah, anyway. But yeah, the Christmas show, we'll wait for another episode to talk about that. We need to talk about King of the Cage. So we've spoken about the audience, which was absolutely insane. 20% of the profit of that one has been worked out, and that is going to the Boundary Street Hub. So
the
the
wrong
profit
time to
of
vote,
the
that's a good thing.
tickets, I must add, it's only profit of the tickets on that one. I've got headphones on. I can't really hear you.
£33.40, she said.
Cool. So that's how much was raised, which is great.
God.
So match-wise...
I'm not trying to figure out how much tickets sold for then. £233.40, 20%. I'll do that later.
Okay, do it another time because we're going through this. Keep on track.
You're asking me,
Lenny
autistic as shit,
versus
to keep on
Butcher.
track.
So how did that go?
I can't remember.
Oh my God. So Lenny was
was-
announced, and what a noise the audience made for Lenny. It was absolutely
yeah.
insane.
I heard that actually, and I watched the first bit, so I
And
can't.
afterwards, I said to him, "Wow, that reaction!" He was like, "I didn't notice." He genuinely did not notice how loud the audience were for him. So yeah, he got attacked in the aisleway by Butcher's little running buddy Maxwell.
I think it's the other way around. I think Maxwell is Butcher. Butcher is Maxwell's little running buddy.
Well, they're all each other's little running buddies,
I
aren't
don't
they?
know, but Maxwell's got that junior title, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I think
And
he does have...
he's more seasoned, but he's little.
he
Butcher's
is.
tall. So yeah, that happened. So Lenny couldn't compete, and then your mum stuck her nose in. She got big nose. She stuck her nose in and debuted Crook. We spoke about Crook potentially getting his debut on here already. So what a debut!
Yeah, crowd got into him as well.
Big time. Yeah.
That wasn't as loud.
There was a lot of noise for Crook. It was a hard-hitting match. It was... I mean, Crook didn't come out on the better side of it, but that's his first match.
I mean, is every loss a loss? That's
No,
the thing.
no,
You've got to
100%.
And I think if you're going to introduce yourself, going out in a blazing ball of fire ain't a bad way of doing it.
No.
Really just went out and sent it.
And going out with someone who's got a couple of lads behind him, and his whole reason for turning on the fans is he's out to prove something. It's and also being thrown in last minute. It was a hell of an effort, hell of a reaction from the audience, and I can't wait to see what Crook's got to offer. Body Slams is coming forward, so we've also got the in-house show, so there's a few things where we can see him again, hopefully.
In-house show, yeah.
He started training at the same time as Strap, and had to have 5.5, 6 months off, I think it was, because he tore his rotator cuff. And now he feels he's got something to prove, because that friendly competition that we talk about in the training school has kind of kicked in, where it's like, well, wait a minute, I should be where Strap is. And Strap's had quite a few matches under his belt now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to be...
I mean, on that in-house show... Is it raining? I get so distracted so easily. I'm autistic, guys. But anyway, on the in-house show, main event, me and Strap for this belt. He won a one-night tournament on the last one, so I have to put it against him. I've tapped it, and that's knocked it, which is clever. I'm really setting myself up to win here, aren't I? Promote a match. What do? Knock a belt and a mic over. Wrestling.
Great stuff. So talking of
good job,
Strap, the next match was Strap versus Microphone versus Carter the Farter, as I keep calling him.
With my pretty face as special guest ref. I got my own entrance and everything.
Yep. Diva.
Yeah.
So you were in there. Tell us about it.
It was a story. I'll tell you that. It was very
It reminded me
interesting
of
to-
two divorced parents arguing over
Yeah.
a child.
Except the child doesn't like either of them and wants to go live with grandma. It was really a weird... It was weird being in there trying to... Obviously, part of me is being official. I've done this before. Other part of me saying, fuck it, have some fun.
Kick
So
them
I'm
all
just
in the face.
letting them all go at it because... Cheers. Let's be honest, I wasn't not getting paid enough to take it seriously. You never are in wrestling, let's be honest. But I think was it a Microphone immediately? Was he singing or started talking to Strap about? You need to watch it. I can't describe it in my own words.
Yeah. It's definitely one you need to watch.
And then Strap ended up giving me a hug after he lost, and I didn't know what to do.
Strap has got a shiner of a black eye.
What was that? Was that from that match?
That was from that match. Microphone punched him straight in the eye socket.
He's a bully.
Is
that Microphone?
Yeah,
he's a bully.
he might not look like the toughest guy out there, but he's cracked a few people recently and made him regret a few life decisions.
Oh,
It just goes to show though that people think he's a bit of a goofy character, but he can go. He can get angry. He can punch. He can kick. He's got some wrestling ability, and again, he's still in the scheme of it very new.
As much as I said, it was definitely a story watching them three go at it. It was a good match. I'll give it. It was a good match. It was entertaining. It was obviously when I was a ref, I had to pay attention to everything. But when I get called in special guest ref, I can kind of just watch the field, if you know what I mean. Scout out. I mean, Carter could come after this. Strap could come after this.
You know, I've said it a couple of times on here. Carter is impressing a lot of people at the minute. And the attitude change might not be favourable to a lot, but
he's getting the job done, man.
Yeah. And technically incredible. So he's definitely one to watch, and he's 18 and he drives. So if there's any promoters watching this and they want to hit him up and give him an opportunity, there's 3 lads there who can work. So, but Strap's an idiot.
Yeah, yes. Don't maybe book everyone, but maybe not Strap, not yet.
After that match, which Carter won.
Did.
After that match, we saw Harry Johnson, who again is another one of the young crop who just keeps getting better.
There's
if you haven't seen his match with Rogan that went online, just as proof, he went 1-on-1 with JOC.
He's another one who's had an attitude changes, Harry.
Yes,
and I've got to say I respect him for it. I mean,
well, he told Quill that he wasn't interested in being in the corner. He could do the job himself, or he was going to try and do the job himself, and that Quill should change his attitude a little bit. And we thought we saw that.
I'd just like to say, well, Harry, Rogan, he set words, put him into it. I think he. I keep bringing this up, but it's because I've remembered to bring it so I can balance on it, and it looks really cool. Except you keep
touching it and knocking your microphone.
I know, I'm a twat. I feel like he needed to.
Roy, if you're watching, next time slap him.
Who?
He said every time that he watches this and you're to and from the microphone, it's quite annoying.
Yeah, because I'm autistic, so fucking do too. How about that? But I think Harry needed to. I think this was a weight on his shoulders that was pushing him towards them dirty tactics, and I feel like
also
when he lost it was a
new age in his ear a lot.
And you could see it. There was the moment afterwards where we're shaking hands, and you can see he realises what Rogan's been saying, what maybe not what I've said, but what I've shown, and what there's been a few people in his ear as well, and you could see he saw the light in a way.
All the talent, all the charisma.
Yeah.
And if he puts it to good use, he could be unstoppable as well.
No, that's Carter.
Wow. JOC, another one with an attitude change.
Yeah, everyone's deciding to change attitudes at the minute, aren't they?
Yep. He came out with his god-awful mustache.
God-awful.
But I do want to give a shout-out to him. He's doing a GoFundMe, and if he raises, I can't remember how much the amount is, but if he raises a certain amount of money, he will shave his head at Body Slams to Cancer. And on top of that, on the show, the highest bidder gets to shave his head to make sure it's done.
Highest bidder?
Bidder.
There you go.
I had a little bit of a...
Not a religious figure. If you pay money, you
get
might
to rub his belly, then shave his head.
Is that offensive?
Oh, no. No, because you're supposed to rub the belly of a Buddha, aren't you?
I don't know. My Opa has a few in his garden.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant to do?
Is
that what you meant to do? Rub the belly of a Buddha?
Yeah, it's good luck. I got one in our bedroom.
Why have you got a Buddha in your bedroom?
Because I used to really like it.
You made that one. You made that link. Anyway, let's move on while she's giggling that. It was a good match. Jersey won.
Yeah.
And then the aftermath of it. If you were there to watch it, I was preparing to ref my second match of it. If you want to go into detail.
What was that, the aftermath?
Quill. Battering Harry.
Oh, yeah. No, we mentioned Quill. I thought we'd said it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so JOC give a little bit of a beat down, and then we thought...
Oh, yeah, you do rub the belly of a
told you.
Oh.
Jesus. So, JOC beat down Harry, and we thought Quill was coming out to make a save, and then Quill...
Clobbered him, hit him.
Was Quill.
And then
So-
Quill really loves an armbar, that man.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry's
Seems like he
poor,
does.
poor arms.
So Quill loves an arm bar, and Strap loves an arm drag. Could be an interesting match. So yeah, that something else happened to JOC later on in the night, but we'll get into that in a bit.
Yeah, we'll get onto that when we get onto the later bit of the
Well,
match.
actually, it happened straight afterwards because in the video you can hear Flex's music. So Flex was obviously just going out as JOC was coming back. So it was Flex and Joey Slade versus Katie and Gunnarsson next. But as JOC was coming backstage, oh no, it must have been later.
No, because it was final two of...
It was after the main King of the Cage, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they kept Flex's music playing throughout the people leaving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what it was then was, we'll go into that in a bit. We had Flex and Joey Slade versus Katie and Gunnarsson. A strange pairing, Flex and Joey Slade.
Yeah.
I think your mum likes pairing up odd pairs. I think she's trying to
she's a
show
mad
everyone
scientist,
our
isn't she?
marriage on stage. Odd pairings.
Yeah.
Because I'm really cool and she's not.
Anyway.
So yeah, that was a utterly crazy match.
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh.
Utterly with the whole cow thing.
I mean, Stu, what did he say on announcing? He said
don't know.
something.
I don't know, you'll have to watch it and
He
find
made
out.
a moo joke. It
Yeah.
was great. I literally full on had to go, oh my god, I got the joke to him.
Oh, you refereed that one as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
My balls fucking remember refereeing.
but
that
you
one.
you've recently wrestled your Uncle KD.
Yeah.
So how was that with you being in there again with somebody else that you've had to wrestle with recently, especially a family member?
I can do my job.
Okay.
I did it pretty damn well for a year before I got in the ring properly.
So I sat on the front row for this one.
Yeah, I know, because you had your little talk
I had a
about
little
your
talk
match
on the
at
microphone,
Slams, yeah.
and
Which no one
announced-
told me about, so I came out thinking the match was starting, then I hear your music and I went, what the fuck? Who told this twat he's
Well,
on?
I did ask Damien Valentine if he wanted to do a match, and it turns out your mum had already heard from Laurie, and she wanted to wrestle Valentine. The audience wanted a triple threat, which I would be well up for, but after a little bit of to and fro with your mum, we've decided that Laurie and I will tag, which will be interesting, and Valentine has to find himself a partner.
Yeah.
So, I sat on the front row for this, and it was
Why don't
pointed
you,
out to me.
Why don't you tell people? You know what, I'll do it. I'll do my job. Guess. Put your guesses. Who do you think the mystery tag partner is? Get them in the comments. Get engagement going.
Yeah, well, you can try and have a guess.
You, me?
No, anybody.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know. I'll leave. You can never guess what Valentine's up to. He's an interesting man, isn't he? You never know what he's got up his sleeve.
He never wears sleeves.
Yeah, I know. So that's even more. He hides it in plain sight.
Where were we? We've gone off on a tangent
We've
again.
gone
Oh
off
yeah,
on a
on the
tangent.
front row. Joey Slade, for his snaky little tactics, is a very good talent. I mean, I've seen him many other places, but I think our audience really got to see it. And I don't know if it's the difference of me sitting on the front row and being able to hear the audience as it's happening, but the audience really bit into that match. And again, sometimes it is very different when you're in the audience. You know, that I don't often get to experience it being sat in the audience, and they were there.
Yeah.
So incredible match. Gunnarsson is enormous.
Very big. Very tall man.
Um,
I'm telling him off in the corner, and I'm just thinking, you know what? Is this
you
this
can
actually
squash it
worth
like a bug.
You know, it's not like I'm a full official now. I am allowed to be kicked.
So
Is this worth it?
yeah, I mean he could, and he probably would.
And who's going to tell Gunnarsson off at the end of the day?
Well, I would have thought that maybe your uncle would have kept him a bit in check,
I
because
did
your uncle
also-
has recruited him to what we thought was the rebirth of the New Age. But we'll get into that in a bit.
Get into everything in a bit. Fuck
So we had an interval, and then we went into Valentine Maxwell for the
We've
junior
completely
heavyweight.
skipped out Slade kicking me in the balls for basically no reason. And then after the show, challenging me to a match for that with body slams, which I accepted.
Have you
because
seen the engagement you've got on TikTok?
I'm awesome.
So-
That's what it is. I know there's a lot of views on it.
It's crazy views. So on
I'm gonna,
the Fight Factory TikTok,
I'm going to keep myself to myself about what I think about Joey until later.
37,000 views on Joey Slade winning the Anarchy title, which is a spoiler because I said I'd say that later. And then 16,000 views on your standoff with each other.
Yeah.
Which...
And now for my first body slams, putting that belt on the line for the first time on a main show. My first body slams. I think I said that already.
Well, that's if you beat Strap.
Yeah, it's true. But
So,
the match is official, whether it's for that belt or not.
well, I guess you get an automatic rematch if you lose, and you could make it a triple threat.
But I don't plan on losing. I plan on facing Joey Slade one-on-one. Because that man can't even get the date right, and I haven't kicked him in the face yet. So I don't know what's going on in his head.
He has wrestled your brother,
Yeah,
your sister,
I reffed that
and
match.
your uncle.
I reffed the match against my brother. He lost.
Okay.
Cat the 1, 2, 3. I can't wait to hear that again.
Okay. Just saying, he's wrestled everyone in the family who wrestles, but you or me, and I don't wrestle anymore apart from one time.
Well, you are wrestling. You've got a match announced.
Yeah.
So you are no longer an inactive competitor.
I am.
No, you're not. 'cause
I
you're
am.
wrestling. You've got a match coming up.
So
You've got to get ring fit, brother.
Maxwell and Valentine, junior heavyweight title,
In the cage.
and in the cage, yeah, and another really good match.
Yeah, it was. I was sat in the crowd for that one. Because I just thought, you know what? It's not worth dealing with that anymore. I'd just been kicked in the balls. We had the interval. I was like, nah, I'm getting changed. I'm sitting down and I'm enjoying this. And it was a very good match.
Yeah. Valentine, top of the cage, big
Jumped.
dive.
Yeah. You could see, you knew exactly when the match was announced that Valentine was going to be allowed to run free in a cage. That at some point he was going to go to the top of it.
He sometimes, and I've said it before, he can let the audience get behind him too much, and he gets too excited and makes silly mistakes.
I mean, he missed the swan song, didn't he?
Incredible talent. And even Maxwell's done a video and saying how actually surprised he was, how good he was, how strong he is. I mean, if you can't see how strong he is, you're clearly
I mean,
blind.
there was a couple women sat behind me when I was sat in the audience that was
Needing a wet floor sign.
letting everyone know how strong he was. Let's just say it like that. Jesus, he has a lot of fans.
But yeah, his only downfall is sometimes he lets the audience get behind him too much, and he will take a silly
He's
risk,
very
which is
easily-
what happened.
Very easily peer pressured, isn't it?
Which is what I'm banking on for my last match. So mistakes were made, and we move forward.
And we have a retaining junior heavyweight champion heading into body slams.
Yes. And his match has been announced for that, so we'll go into that in a bit. Then we had the main King of the Cage match. Slight differences. Let's get on to Gunnarsson with that again. He came in and kicked the living fucks out of everybody.
Yeah.
Literally everybody.
And
then leathered your uncle.
turned on KD. So where does that go? Headed into body slams.
I'll tell you where that going, or where that went, is he eliminated. He was the last man in. He eliminated your uncle.
Yeah.
The first elimination was the leader of the New Age who had brought in Gunnarsson to the New Age. So, your uncle walks out. He's gone. And, of course, he went to the top of the cage.
Yeah, no, there was no stopping him.
So, what's going to happen with them two?
I mean, we're headed into the biggest show of the year.
We are.
If there's ever a place. I mean,
but I also
it's not
know
been
there was
announced
a
or
little
anything.
bit of talk between them that KD wanted to wrestle Kaya. He's wrestled you. He's wrestled TJ.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is it completing the set or personal vendetta? What does it go for?
It's a personal show.
If you're in the
It's
mind,
a personal show.
I mean, you know your brother better than anyone, I'd say. What do you think he's thinking?
I don't know, because he gave high fives to people after he jumped off the top of the cage, so I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah, no. He normally only does that to one fan.
Yeah. So it's unknown. As of yet, it is unknown. But we're 3 weeks out. I'm sure we'll find out very soon.
Time to decide.
And the winner of the King of the Cage will face Rogan at Body Slams to Cancer, which was JOC.
This week's episode of the Lad and Dad podcast is sponsored by Muscle Juice. Scan the QR code and type in FFW10 for your 10% discount. They are suppliers of energy drinks, flapjacks, protein mousse and all sorts of other wonderful supplements.
Yeah.
He did still have the belt, didn't he? Because he was on top of the cage with it. I do remember now, yeah.
And then he lost it immediately. So I had this really cool picture that means nothing because he lost it the second he got through the curtain.
Yeah.
Which makes me very happy. He deserves it because he's got that mustache.
So we moved to Body Slams to
But
Cancer.
also, speaking of the King of the Cage match, he deserved to win. He didn't until the final two. I didn't even really notice him. But in a match like King of the Cage, if you can just stay quiet and stay in it till the end, then you don't need to do anything
make
flashy.
the moments count, and that's what he did.
Another moment I'd like to talk about. This is about Carter. He did the big diving coup de grace for the first time on a show, and it looked brutal.
Oh, I didn't. Did I see that?
Speaking of Carter getting better, if he's going to consistently nail that, I can see him shooting up.
Well, it seems like every time he's out there, he's pulling out another move from the arsenal. He's pulling out another hold, because he's not just got moves. He can wrestle.
Yeah.
And there's something different every time he's out there. So I think at the minute, the roster there's a lot of competition, because the talent that's homegrown is having to fight for their positions with the guys who are being brought in. But I think the guys who are being brought in who want consistent bookings are having to fight for their space with the homegrown talent now. You know, everyone's starting to catch up.
And I think
it's exciting.
It's exciting. I think this is it the second generation of the kids class?
Yeah.
Has really come up quick. I mean, you look a couple of years ago, it was Malika, Harry, Carter all fighting for their spots on the main roster, and you look how quick they've shot through.
Yeah, but you look at
I mean,
coming out of COVID, which was only 5 years ago, and I know 5 years ago for you guys is like the difference between being proper children and...
Well, I was 11 5 years
exactly.
ago.
So they were on the junior spot, you know, warm the crowd up with the kids sort of thing, and didn't get put onto the...
Even as close as 2 body slams ago, I reffed the pre-show match between Carter and Harry for the old under-18s title, which is there. And again, put on a good match. You could see how that was going to evolve. And then can't speak. I know the point I'm trying to make. Following body slams, Harry wins that.
Yeah.
You got to think how quickly the mid card, I'd like to say, or the rosters.
It's not even the mid card. It's the juniors have become the young adults.
Yeah. I mean, last body slams, I was a referee, and now I'm your academy champ. So you've got to think how quick the landscape can change. Who knows who's going to be where come next body slams?
Well, looking at what has been announced so far is obviously JOC winning means he faces Rogan for the world title.
Yeah. Should be a good match.
They have quite a history.
They've had a match on body slams before, I believe.
They've had many matches together, be it in tags, singles, and I think I don't think he.
I just think
I'm trying to do this politically correctly, but there is no way of doing it. I think people have seen JOC as a bit of a joke. He has been caught out too many times messing around, and it's kind of held him down a little bit. And I think even going back a couple of years ago, when Jake Lee turned on him, I think Jake was sick of the prattling around. There was a bit of him that wanted to take it more serious and wanted to win, and Jack was being Jack the Lad, and now he seems to be again, more aggressive? And is it the shift everybody's finding a slightly more aggressive pace to get more wins, to get more title opportunities, to get more main events?
I think everyone's just doing everything they can to take what they think they deserve. And I think heading into this body slams, as great as
I'm not
Rogan
against it.
As great as Rogan is as a champ, and as he can beat anyone, I think, in the world, let alone just Fight Factory. If Clubley can lock in Clubley on his day.
Yeah, and if Rogan is, and I know Rogan pretty well, I know he's not thinking like this, but if just for a second he thinks Jack is the Jack of last year, that's where the mistake could be made.
I think this match is decided in the first 5 minutes.
Do you think?
I think whoever can get the upper hand there, you got to think if Rogan starts beating down Clubley will get in his own head pretty quick.
Yeah,
he's had this whole change of attitude. He's gone. Where's he been? He's down in Plymouth, is it?
Yeah,
He's gone away. He's been over Reach. He's won a title over there. He's taken the Anarchy belt up and down, and you've got to think, how's that going to affect him as well? Losing the Anarchy belt.
Well, he's lost it a couple of times down there and won it back.
But
so he knows he can win.
He didn't win it back this time. And
Not yet. There's still time.
There is still 3 time, weeks. But as it stands,
then that also means that Joey Slade has to keep hold of it for another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be an interesting one, though. Sometimes surprises can be made, and sometimes it's not a surprise. And I think this one could be or couldn't be a surprise. I know that sounds really cryptic and stupid, but
it is.
It's which Jack turns up on the day.
Yeah, and I think it's both of them. As much as I said in the first 5 minutes, whoever can gain that round, both of them have that move they can just hit. Like if Rogan's just got a swing on him.
Oh yeah.
Even if Clubley's nailing him down, that big hit from Rogan, boom, the match flips on its head. But I think Clubley has that in him as well.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah, I've wrestled both of them, and they can both hit you when you don't expect it coming.
They've just got to keep their guard up, and I think it will be special. I'm a little disappointed that Clubley did win the Anarchy belt, lose the Anarchy belt though. Because if that match was under Anarchy rules.
I forgot to put my phone on silent, clearly. We have, speaking of Rogan, his tag partner from Yorkshire Tough, Reese, will be facing Jack Maxwell.
I think Reese will be up for this. I mean, you've got to think Maxwell's taken him out twice now.
Yep.
Hasn't he? And Reese, did he beat Clubley in his last match? Or did Clubley manage to win that?
I think Reese won. I think.
But he's got some motivation headed into this, and we know both Reese and Rogan headed into title matches. They know how much gold means to them.
Here's the other thing. Could there be a little bit in Reese that's going, well,
jealousy.
Look at my tag partner. He's got gold. I want gold.
I mean, what happens?
Singles gold. We know they can take tag gold anywhere in the country.
But everyone wants to be the Shawn Michaels, don't they?
So, again, I'm not putting doubt in that tag team, but that as a singles match, again, another one.
Well, I think Maxwell will make a heavy point of Reese not being left behind, but Rogan's got a world title. He hasn't had a match in 2 shows.
Yeah.
I think Maxwell's going to use that to his advantage and get in his head, but again...
Yeah, that's the psychological advantage he's going to try and get.
Get in the head of a man like Reese and you make him see red... Is that an advantage to you? You've got to
Not
think.
if he hits you in the face, eh?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think it's it's just Reese and Rogan. You never know what's going to happen with them.
Yeah. Yourself and Joey Slade, if you can keep hold of that, and if he keeps hold of the Anarchy belt, that's potentially 2 titles.
Type of title. AJ 2 belts.
Yeah.
Will that be under Anarchy rules? Or
if he's got the Anarchy belt, I'm assuming, unless there's a suspension put in place of the Anarchy rules.
I'd love to have some fun with some chairs.
But it's not the chairs you've got to worry about, it's everything else.
Everything else, yeah, that's a good point.
So, do you want to speak a little bit about that one, or are you happy to just let the day do the talking? Or have you got anything you want to say to him?
I feel like I've said it earlier. In my own time, I know what to say. Really just unnecessary. I feel. I've never minded Joey. Never been in his way. But apparently he's had a one-way grudge brewing for 2 years. I mean, we talk about him and TJ, that match I refed. Apparently I was a dodgy official in that match. He lost. Not my fault. Couldn't keep his shoulders up again in the tag match. He lost. Well, he didn't. He drew, but
Well, if you
didn't
look back
win.
at the footage of him winning the Anarchy title, his shoulders weren't
Again?
being kept. Well, JOC's shoulders weren't being kept down, but the referee's
can-
decision is the referee's decision, I'm afraid.
You can complain about it all you want. Unlucky. It was really just unprovoked, I think, what he did. And now I feel like I've got a reason to win as well. It's not just a title defence. It's not just a match on my first Body Slams for a match on my first Body Slams. I have a reason to win and a reason to want to win.
Well,
So I want the Joey Slade that's won everywhere else. Not the Joey Slade that hasn't even won here apart from backstage.
oh, a little bitch. We have the Rumble, as we have every year.
Yeah, that's fair.
Expect some potential returns. Expect some new faces. The winner is able to cash in the trophy that is right here. If you can see it on the camera, I think you can. For any title that they are able to go for in the company.
3 weeks out, have you got any early predictions on who you think might win it?
Oh my! I don't even know who's in the Rumble.
Anyone can enter.
Exactly.
But if you had to pick out someone who maybe doesn't have a match announced, who could come in fresh,
Well,
or anyone who you think would surprise people if you said it?
so far there isn't a match announced for Kaya.
Yeah.
Could she win? Because the thing I always think when it comes to any of our family in this is the trophy is named after my mum, your lot's grandmother. Does that mean something more than somebody who just wants a title opportunity? So will KD throw his hat in?
I mean, I feel like this year...
Will your Uncle Vaughan, who normally stands on camera, throw his name in again?
It
Didn't end very well for him before.
No, it didn't. I feel like this year I've got something else to focus on other than the Rumble. So I feel like unless I am riding a big high, I feel like I might be sitting this.
Fuck it, I'll throw my name in. I'm joking.
But I'll be watching, as I always do. Everyone will be watching. It's the biggest match of the year, I'd say.
Should we put your mum's name in the hat?
I could do. She's taken a bump before, right?
Only because I put her through a table. Yeah, and then that leads us to the only other match that's so far been announced, which is Laurie and myself versus Valentine and somebody.
That's what you've written someone, not
Yeah.
somebody. You can't write.
Well, I was going to write vacant, but I couldn't spell it.
VACENT.
Yeah, cool. I can't spell that. But yeah,
But yeah,
the thing I'm worried about is who's he going to pick. So for years, we've had matches. All three of us have had tag matches. We've had singles matches. We've had hardcore matches. We've had shows, over 18 shows. We've been in camp shows. I think we've probably done every sort of stipulation possible.
If I remember,
I don't want
correctly-
the shoulder to be a weakness. Excuse me. I've not wrestled since SOS in February. As you know, I was in the ring with you this week. I was also in the ring with two other of the roster yesterday. I'm also in the ring tomorrow with two other of the roster, and I am trying to get my ring fitness back. The pain isn't there. The issue is, but because the pain isn't there, I don't care. And to be fair, there's always been a level of pain. So I think as friends, he's not going to do anything underhand. But there's that bit of all of us that want to win. And
You've got to think it's the big body slam spotlight.
Yeah.
You always want that picture with your hand raised, don't you? And especially a man like Valentine definitely wants the picture with his hand raised.
Yeah.
You should see the way Madison's still sat there. You should see the way he's up to you for the pictures, shouldn't they?
Oh, he comes straight over to the camera.
Why shouldn't you can like speak out loud instead of whisper shouting?
It might pick it up. I don't know.
You're like move really fast. I can't take a photo when you're
That's because he wants you to snap really quick in sports mode or whatever it is.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know. I don't understand cameras. Too technological for me.
Cameras, push a button, picture.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Laurie and I can work
any-
as a team.
You done any mental scouting of who you think he could pick? Any preparations? You're not too surprised?
There has been a lot of emails coming in about, are there any spots available on the show? There's been a couple of posts on social media of people asking for spots. There's people who have been sniffing around for a while about returning. There's been people who have joked about returning. There's been people who have joked about joining from other promotions that have never worked from us. So,
I mean, if I had to throw a name in the hat of who I think it could be, we've got a European champion who hasn't been around in a while.
well, this is one I was thinking of. He was so it wasn't officially announced. So I got stripped of a title because of injury with the tag titles.
Yep.
Will Jackson has had an injury, and that's why he's not been around.
But he's not been officially stripped of the belt.
He's not been stripped of the belt. So, and we know that they had issues. They were best friends for, I want to say, 14 years or something like that. And they had a big blowout, and it was loser leaves town.
But again, Will Jackson.
But he came back. Has he
had his
rehabbed
issues
his
with
knee?
you?
Yeah. We were on the first ever Body Slams. We
You
were on
the
last year's Body
Body
Slams.
I refed that.
So that is one that has been in my head. Could it be Jackson? But it all depends on the rehab on his knee. If he's fit enough, if he's got the strength in his leg.
I mean, he was on.
And if them two are on speaking terms.
I mean, weirder things have happened in wrestling.
Yeah.
That as much as that loser leaves match happened, both of them have since come back. So
Yeah. So interesting all around. Like I say, over I think 50% by the time this goes out. Well, over 50% of the tickets will have been sold. I really do recommend if you want to come to any wrestling show of Fight Factories, it's this one.
If you've been,
and then I'm going to put a personal thing out there. Over the many years, I've had people from school say, my kids have been to watch you wrestle with the other parent or with somebody else or with their friends. And, I'll come along sometime. This is more than likely my last match. So if you do want to come along and for whatever reason see me, this is potentially the last time. So I'm not going to say it is, because if I can recover from the surgery and if they can do it in the best possible way, I will try and get back. But the just getting ring fit again has been killing me. So if you want to come along, please come along to this one and show some support, not just for me on a sort of ego thing, but definitely for Sophie's journey. If you go back and watch last week's episode, it gives you a little bit of an insight as to why we all do this. Body Slams to Cancer, we've said it many times before, is a very personal thing for us as a family, but it's also for us as a company. It started off as our story of my mum's passing, of his grandmother passing. It grew into his grandfather on his mum's side passing, and my aunt passing, all through cancer, and the amount of children we've supported, which, although they've not been related to us, is just as painful as family members passing when you get to know these kids. Cancer doesn't pick a colour, it doesn't pick an age, doesn't pick a religion. It can get any of you. So we're here fighting this fight for Body Slams to Cancer, excuse me, and for the charities we support, and specifically Sophie's journey. So watch last week's episode, listen to say a little bit of Stacey's story. If you've got a story, we'd love to hear it. And we've asked for little captions or little things from the audience, from fans. And tomorrow, if this does go out on Sunday, which I'm hoping to get it edited in time, tomorrow, Monday, we should have the Body Slams to Cancer video release. So give that a watch as well. If you haven't seen any of them before, go back on the YouTube channel. They're all on there, I think. And they should be under a playlist, I think. Yeah.
And that's mainly just so the boys in the back can get used to the video, so we're not all crying around the ring, but we all end up doing anyway.
Yeah, so
I mean, I say
recommend,
wait, I'm not going out. I can't do it.
I recommend if you're coming along and you're a little bit teary and you don't want to see people, you don't want people to see you, bring sunglasses.
And just watch the video when it's out. I mean, it's monetized, and I'm going to assume that anyone.
It depends if it's monetized, because I don't know the song on how that's going to work this year. Sometimes we use popular songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's monetized, we look at the analytics over the 3 weeks that it's out, and if it makes anything, that'll go into the pot as well. But it depends on copyright and whatnot.
But I mean, every year it always happens. He always makes a video as well before his entrance. I'll probably make one as well. I've got to think who else is on the show.
What? Who's got a story?
Yeah,
everyone.
Everyone. Has
I'd say.
I think cancer affects everyone in some way.
It pretty much does. If you haven't been affected by it yet, fucking brilliant. Great for you. And that's not supposed to sound sarcastic.
Yeah, what a fucking prick you are for not being like the rest.
It will, unfortunately, it will affect you in some way, whether it be directly or indirectly. I don't want to sound like Channel 4 with their stand up to cancer thing, but any support for this is great, and it goes to a great cause. And again, if you want to hear exactly how the money gets spent, go back to last week's episode. For all of the wrestlers and trainees who watch this, specifically Fight Factory roster, please watch last week's if you haven't watched it, and it'll give you the reason why we're all doing this. I don't know if we've got anything else to say. That's it for the notes here.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that.
Well, do your normal thing then. And then I get to do my snappy on my clappy.
Is that what it's called? Your clappy?
It's called a clapper.
He's got the clap. So, I mean, I was waiting for you to do it then.
No, I'm going to let you finish and then I'll clap.
Right, Jesus, calm down. Anyway, 5 stars, like, subscribe, comment, tell us who you think mystery tag partner will be, surprise entrant in the Rumble.
Who do you think the winner's going to be?
Yeah. And then watch the Body Slams video when it comes out tomorrow if he can do his job right. I'm not time traveling.
Hey, I haven't done the video.
I'm not time traveling like this twat does. Tomorrow, because you're watching this, so it'll be tomorrow. Goodbye.
See ya.
You only need to do it once.
I know, but I like clapping it.
Oh, do you?
Ask your mum.
Okay. Right.